fair guy, but he is making me absolutely crazy.
Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40! I ain't scared of you. Or who we thought they were. And we let them go. You can't have my cornbread, that's for damn sure. And if you try to take my cornbread, part 2 of my killer spree gonna begin up in here on your ass right now. Think about my cornbread, nigga, the taste out your mouth.
Greetings and salutations, you know who it is. It's me, the King, David B. And this is the David Brewer Show. I know how much you want to just hear from me on a daily basis. I want to hear from you on a daily basis. You know, my insight, my ability to dissect and deliver the proper message at the right time, the right amount of passion and compassion. It's just a thing of beauty. What's the saying on White Man Can't Jump? Something is the thing of beauty. John Keats or something like that. I wish I had it, man. I forget it. It is. It's going to come to my brain while I'm talking today, though. I bet you it will. That's just how things work. Thank you for joining me, though. We just finished up the first, the full first week of the National Football League, but isn't it like a better atmosphere outside when football season is actually going on? It just seems like there's always something to do during football season. It really does. Because it's not just National Football League, it's college football, it's youth football, so high school football, middle school ball, you got pee-wee ball, So we're talking about football everywhere, which is something I want to talk about because I'm a coach. I coach football in Georgia, and while I realize that I'm not even close to Texas football. You understand? I know if I was in Texas, it would probably be a lot worse. I would have to, if I was in Texas, there would be a different style of football that I would have a different style. I'm coaching for the area I'm in, for the most part, because you have to be able to understand the psychology of the parents, the players. That means the children. And that's the one thing you get. First of all, you got to realize in youth sports, you got to realize these are children. They're not even adults. They're not even older children where they can grasp a hold of certain concepts yet. They don't understand these are, 9, 10, 11-year-olds. They don't understand certain words. Certain words they just don't even know. So I have to be careful what I say. I don't curse. People say, well, why do you check the explicit box on your podcast for your show? Well, I check it because I will say nigga from time to time. And if I'm going to say nigga, then I'll probably say cracker. And I might say what's faggot. I might say dyke. I might say what? What else? These aren't bad words to me. He said, no, these aren't bad words. I've never just called somebody an outright, fag or something like that. That's not something that I would just say. But if I'm talking about the word, I'm going to say the word that I want to talk about. Because I think I'm not sure if I talked about the last week, the Dave Chappelle show. It might have been the week before last when I was headed to Minnesota. But the Dave Chappelle, that's the Dave Chappelle show, the Dave Chappelle controversy, quote unquote, the so-called controversy, his stand-up show for Netflix, Sticks and Stones. how he says, the little things he says. So if I'm that's why, like I said, I check the explicit box because I will say nigga, and I'll say that word. I don't use it in my everyday speech necessarily, but I will use it in certain instances for effect and for whatever else I want to use it for as well. And like I said, if I'm gonna say nigga sometime, I might say cracker if I'm talking about something, which means I'll be addressing. Say, when you say cracker, what do you mean? Well, I might say cracker talking about the food, but the explicit part would be talking about white people. So I might use that term. I'll do it, and I can do it because I'm the king. And like I said, there's not. If I can say nigga, I can say cracker. If I can say cracker, I can say faggot. If I can, so I you know what I'm saying. If these are terms that people will say these are offensive terms. Yeah, but I won't. I'll try not to use them in an offensive way necessarily. That's all I can say. That I won't necessarily use them offensively, but I'll use them if it's necessary in the context of what I'm talking about. So yeah, because I don't curse. I don't say the M's, the F's, and I don't know what the M is. The MFs, the F's, the S's, the B's. I don't. So I don't talk like that on my football team. In fact, I told any player, if I hear them cursing, they will be given push-ups. So there's no cursing. They're going to be punished if they go, hey, either you're going to give me some push-ups or you're going to be running laps for the rest of the practice. I don't. And we had a horrible. Let me go back a little bit. This past week was our first game, but let me tell you something. Let me give you a little history about my team. I would say about a month ago, about 2-3 weeks ago, we had this what you call a jamboree or a scrimmage. We had a scrimmage with all the 4 teams that are in our little brackets, our little area, and with those 4 teams. I think we scrimmaged 2 of them. We didn't scrimmage all 3. All 3 of the other teams. We scrimmaged 2 of the other teams. But the team we didn't scrimmage, we wound up playing. That was our first game, which was interesting. But we had a horrible showing on our scrimmage. We had a tremendously horrible showing for our scrimmage. It was horrible. It was crap. And I don't have a problem expressing the fact that we played like crap. We looked like crap. We looked like we hadn't learned anything. That was during the scrimmage. We just looked completely out of sorts, out of whack, out of our minds. It was horrible. And at that point in time, I was like, kids, I don't know. Look, I have nothing good to say to you guys. Now, you see, somebody else will look at that and say, wait, you didn't have anything good to say to kids because they didn't play as well as you'd like them to play? But they're kids, man. You can't just do that. They're kids. No. These children are put in the realm of a man's sport. Football, and this is why I say to people, football was not created for children. It wasn't. I don't care how you slice it. Football was not created for children, or it wasn't made to be a child's game. Football was created for men, by a man. You understand? So we can't sit here and try to tell these children, or even tell each other that this is a kid's game and you got to just let them do this and do. No. We're teaching them to play a game made for men. So we're training their bodies like they're men. Because do you realize what's possible that could possibly happen when you're playing any sport? And I'm not saying football, but football is a little bit more dangerous than other sports because it's full contact. But any sport that you play, I'm talking about soccer, tennis, baseball, golf, I don't care, bowling, you can suffer major injury if you are not conditioned properly, if you have no idea what you're doing. But definitely, they have the sports where you actually are taking risks with your body. So I would say something like tennis, baseball, basketball, football, hockey, soccer, volleyball, anywhere, any place where you can fall and hit your head while you are risking your body to get a ball. You can suffer brain damage. You can suffer concussion. You can die, break your neck. You can be paralyzed. These are all things that can happen in the midst of the game. Okay, I don't care what athletic field you are in. What about skateboarding? I mean, you understand what I'm saying? So if I have to train you with that in mind. So you have to take it seriously. The idea of they're out here to have fun, you can't be that serious. Like, no. Realize something. If you're not taking it seriously, your idea of fun is going to turn into a catastrophe. I want people to get that through your freaking brains. No, I want you to get through your brains. Those who would have that idea, that mindset that this is a child's game and hey, they're just having fun. You can't be that serious. You can't expect them. One, if you're playing a game, the idea is to win anyway. Now, how are you going to win if you're playing against people who want to win? The only way you can win is by doing better than the other people who want to win. And now, if you're not disciplined in what you're doing and learning the craft in which you said you want to play, then you are not really participating in the athletic arena in which you are in. You are just doing whatever you want to do. Now, if you want to do whatever you want to do, the idea is you shouldn't be on a team. One, that means more than one person. You shouldn't be on a team of people, a team with people, and you shouldn't be concerned with winning or losing. You don't play something that has wins and losses. Don't play something that has any score. Don't play something that can possibly end your life. You understand? The idea is like, oh yeah, it's playing, but if they want to play and have fun, we'll give them a board game or teach them how to play solitaire. But don't put them in football just because you want them to get out of the house. Okay? You can put them in Boy Scouts, and that gets them out of the house. You understand what I'm saying? So you want them to have fun. Put them in Boy Scouts. That'll be fun. You know that, but don't put them in football unless they really want to do it, because this is a serious thing. Okay, but yeah, we've had a poor performance during our scrimmage, horrible, and we went back to the lab, went back to the practice field, and I said this can't happen ever again. But fast forward to this past Saturday, and we put some stuff together, and we looked like a football team. And while we didn't do everything right, we made a number of mistakes. We won the game. Because they actually gave their effort, and their mindsets look like they even changed a little bit. I kind of seen the switch on. It looked a little different than the team that I seen at that doggone scrimmage. They did. They look a lot different. So I give all my hats off to my team, the Falcons. Hats off to them for winning this past weekend. But now we're talking about. Let's talk about the NFL. Okay. NFL started on last Thursday, with a game between, the Bears and the Packers? I believe it was the Bears and the Packers. The Bears lost, what was the score, like 10-3? It was a garbage. I would say it was a poor performance by two teams that I figured would have pretty decent offense. Definitely, you have the number one quarterback to me in the league, in Aaron Rodgers. If I'm going to pick a quarterback if I'm picking a quarterback, I'm choosing Aaron Rodgers. If it's a fantasy draft, I'm taking Aaron Rodgers in the first round. That's my first pick, Aaron Rodgers. Okay, I'm not taking Tom Brady. I'm taking Aaron Rodgers. I don't think that even there's no comparison. I think that you'll be an idiot not to take Aaron Rodgers. He's the best quarterback in the league. But 10-3, Yeah, that's not what I expected at all. But this year's, I would say this year, there have been a lot of switching and changing, and I think they changed a few coaches. A few coaches have gotten changed. A few new head coaches. What else we have? We have a bunch of new players on different teams. Gronkowski retired. Andrew Luck retired. Jason Witten retired and then came back. Who's the wait, because I'm trying to think about somebody who pardon me here. Because I have to think about who it was that Antonio Brown. Oh, okay. I knew it was. Yeah, no, we got to talk about Antonio Brown. Hey, we got to talk about Antonio Brown. This guy's an idiot. All right, and I'm saying idiot with a capital I. D, capital I, capital O, capital T. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. This guy is a pure idiot. Okay? In all aspects of the word. He wanted to leave the Steelers. They weren't paying him enough. He didn't like Ben Roethlisberger. He leaves the Steelers. He goes to the Raiders. Guaranteed $29 million. Or something to that effect. $30 million, something like that. Gets there. Acts a fool. Talks about not being able to wear a freaking helmet. He's talking about a helmet. A helmet. That's his issue. Helmets. Hey, we're talking about helmets here. We're talking about helmets? He didn't want to wear the new helmet. So, he now goes, he acts the fool, and then they send him to, they release him. And the Patriots pick him up. Isn't this amazing? The New England Patriots pick up Antonio Brown. He's going to a team to where you better act right, or you definitely ain't going to be on that squad. Like, the Patriots don't even play around like that. They're not even going to give you too many chances to act a fool. You understand? Belichick ain't going to play around with Antonio Brown. So he left a team that might have gave him a little bit of chance, and then went to a team that is not even, they don't even play that. They are disciplined with the capital, all capitals. All right, I'm done. You know what? I made it home. And because I made it home, I was driving home from work, and this was my show for the day. So, sorry, guys. I know I have to cut it short. You're like, what? This is so unprofessional. Yeah, I don't care. Who said I was a professional anyway? This is David Brewer. I'm the king. This is JockWave. Love you guys. Come back. See me sometime. All right? All right. Goodbye.
Making me absolutely crazy.
Look out for me! I'm a man! I'm 40! I ain't scared of you. Or who we thought they were. And we let them all go. You can't have my cornbread, that's for damn sure. And if you try to take my cornbread, part 2 of my killer's bee gonna begin up in here on your ass right now. Think about my cornbread, taste out your mouth.